Wash these 5 body parts daily to live a longer life. Understanding the mechanics of personal hygiene is a fundamental pillar of longevity that many people overlook as they age. We often fall into a repetitive routine of showering and brushing our teeth, assuming that these basic actions are enough to safeguard our health. However, the human body is a complex system with hidden corners that can become breeding grounds for chronic inflammation and systemic infections if neglected. Recent scientific research suggests that failing to maintain cleanliness in specific, often ignored areas can contribute to serious complications, including heart disease and cognitive decline. You won't want to miss the final habit, or 99% will miss the last tip and will stay stuck with avoidable health issues for life. The connection between daily hygiene and long-term vitality is deeply rooted in the body's immune response. When bacteria and toxins are allowed to accumulate in certain crevices, they don't just stay on the surface of the skin. They can enter the bloodstream through microscopic abrasions, putting a constant strain on the immune system and triggering inflammatory markers throughout the body. For those over the age of 50, this cumulative stress can accelerate the aging process and sap energy levels. By making small intentional adjustments to how you care for 5 specific body parts, you can significantly reduce your toxic load and enhance your body's natural defenses. The tongue, a gateway to systemic health. The first area that requires a more rigorous approach is the tongue. Most people focus exclusively on their teeth, yet the tongue is a massive muscle covered in tiny bumps called papillae that trap food particles and bacteria. At any given moment, the mouth hosts hundreds of different microorganisms, and if the tongue is not cleaned, it becomes a reservoir for harmful pathogens. These bacteria can lead to more than just bad breath. They are directly linked to oral health issues that can impact the heart and metabolic functions. When you clear this bacterial film, you aren't just improving your breath, you are protecting your internal organs from unnecessary bacterial infiltration. Cleaning the tongue is a simple process that yields immediate results. Using a dedicated scraper is significantly more effective than using a toothbrush alone, as it physically removes the sticky film that shelters bacteria. Starting at the back of the tongue and gently pulling forward several times a day can transform your oral microbiome. Many people report that after just a few weeks of this habit, their sense of taste improves dramatically, making fresh foods and subtle flavors much more vibrant. This habit also reduces the burden on your immune system, allowing it to focus its energy on more critical tasks rather than fighting constant oral inflammation. The feet, the foundation of mobility. Getty images. The feet are often the most neglected part of the body, yet they are the foundation of our entire physical structure. Each foot is a marvel of engineering, containing dozens of bones, joints, and muscles that support our weight and facilitate balance. As circulation naturally slows down with age, the feet become more vulnerable to infections and skin integrity issues. Neglecting foot hygiene can lead to fungal growth, painful cracks, and even nerve damage that affects mobility. For many, the health of the feet is a direct reflection of their overall cardiovascular and metabolic health, making daily inspection and cleaning a non-negotiable part of a longevity routine. Proper foot care goes beyond a quick rinse in the shower. It requires intentional washing with mild soap and a soft cloth, paying close attention to the spaces between the toes where moisture and bacteria tend to hide. Because feet spend much of the day trapped in socks and shoes, they exist in a warm, dark environment that is perfect for fungal development. Taking the time to sit down and thoroughly wash every surface of the foot ensures that you are removing the daily buildup of sweat and dead skin. This practice not only prevents infection, but also encourages you to notice any early warning signs of circulation issues or skin changes. Drying the feet is perhaps even more critical than washing them. Moisture trapped between the toes is the primary cause of infections like athlete's foot, which can lead to painful sores and secondary bacterial complications. After washing, it is essential to use a clean, dry towel to dab the skin thoroughly, ensuring no dampness remains. For those with dry skin, applying a moisturizer to the tops and soles of the feet can prevent painful cracking, but it is vital to avoid putting lotion between the toes, as this can encourage the very fungal growth you are trying to prevent. This balance of hydration and dryness is key to maintaining healthy, stable feet. The armpits, centers of lymphatic health. The underarms are frequently viewed through the lens of odor control, but they play a far more sophisticated role in the body's immune function. The armpits house a dense network of lymph nodes, which are responsible for filtering toxins and managing the body's fluid balance. When sweat, dead skin cells, and residue from antiperspirants build up, they can clog the pores and lead to localized inflammation. This buildup doesn't just cause skin irritation. It can interfere with the efficient drainage of the lymphatic system. Maintaining clean, clear skin in this area is a small but powerful way to support your body's natural detoxification processes. Cleaning the underarms effectively requires more than a casual swipe of soap. Using warm water to open the pores and a gentle washcloth to move in circular and vertical motions ensures that you are removing the layers of product and bacteria that accumulate throughout the day. It is also important to choose mild cleansers, as the skin in this area is quite delicate and prone to rashes if stripped of its natural oils. Rinsing thoroughly is equally important, as soap residue can cause itching and discomfort. By keeping this area clean and free of obstruction, you allow the underlying lymph nodes to function without the added stress of external irritation. Proper drying of the underarms is just as essential as it is for the feet. Fungi and bacteria thrive in damp, enclosed spaces, and the underarm is one of the primary areas where moisture lingers. Patting the skin dry gently rather than rubbing aggressively helps to maintain skin integrity and prevents tiny tears where bacteria could enter. Allowing the skin to air out for a moment before applying deodorant can also reduce the risk of irritation. People who adopt this more meticulous approach often find that they experience fewer rashes, smoother skin, and a noticeable reduction in persistent body odor. The nose, your natural air filter, shutterstock. Every day, we take thousands of breaths, and our nose acts as the primary defense system, filtering out dust, pollutants, and allergens. However, most of us never think to clean our nasal passages. Over time, these filters can become clogged with debris, leading to inflammation, congestion, and a reduction in oxygen intake. Poor nasal hygiene is often the hidden cause of snoring, restless sleep, and frequent respiratory infections. When your nasal passages are clear, you breathe more efficiently, which means your brain and body receive a steady supply of high-quality oxygen, improving your energy levels and mental clarity. Maintaining nasal hygiene can be as simple as a gentle rinse with saline or the use of steam. Saline sprays or rinses help to flush out irritants and keep the delicate mucous membranes moist. For those who suffer from seasonal allergies or chronic congestion, this can be a life-changing habit that reduces the frequency of flare-ups. Breathing in steam from a warm shower or a bowl of hot water also helps to loosen mucus and open up the airways. By ensuring that your nose can function at full capacity, you are protecting your lungs and enhancing your overall respiratory health, which is a major factor in maintaining vitality as you age. How we blow our nose also matters for our long-term health. Many people blow too forcefully, which can actually push bacteria and mucus deeper into the sinus cavities, potentially causing infections. The correct technique involves gently clearing one nostril at a time into a soft tissue. This controlled approach prevents unnecessary pressure on the sinuses and keeps the nasal environment healthy. Additionally, in dry or cold climates, applying a tiny amount of natural oil to the inside of the nostrils can prevent the skin from cracking and becoming a gateway for germs. These small steps ensure that your built-in security system stays in peak condition. The belly button, an overlooked niche. The final area that often escapes our daily cleaning routine is the belly button. Because it is a recessed area, it easily collects lint, sweat, dead skin, and soap residue. This accumulation can lead to a musty odor and, in some cases, fungal or bacterial infections. Because the skin inside the navel is thin and sensitive, an infection here can quickly become painful or even spread to the surrounding tissue. For many, a faint, unidentifiable smell often originates here, and simply adding this area to your daily washing routine can restore a sense of freshness and prevent unnecessary discomfort. Cleaning the belly button requires a gentle touch. Using a soft washcloth or a cotton swab with a little warm water and mild soap is usually enough to clear out any debris. It is especially important for those with deep or innie belly buttons to ensure they are reaching the base of the fold. Just like the other areas discussed, drying is paramount. Moisture trapped in the navel can lead to irritation and yeast growth. A simple dab with a towel after showering can prevent these issues entirely. This habit is particularly important for individuals with weakened immune systems, as small infections in neglected areas can escalate more quickly than they would in a healthy person. If you have ever had a piercing in this area, the need for cleanliness is even higher. Even years after a piercing has seemingly healed, the small tract can still trap oils and bacteria. Taking an extra moment to clean around the site and ensuring it is completely dry will prevent the development of hidden infections. By paying attention to this tiny part of your anatomy, you are practicing a level of self-care that most people ignore. It is a testament to the fact that longevity isn't just about big changes like diet and exercise. It is also about the meticulous care of the entire body, from head to toe. Embracing these 5 hygiene habits can create a powerful ripple effect on your overall health. By cleaning your tongue, feet, underarms, nose, and belly button with intention, you are reducing the chronic triggers that tax your immune system. You will likely notice that you feel fresher, have more energy, and experience fewer minor ailments. These practices are not about vanity, they are about biological maintenance. When you treat your body with this level of respect and detail, you are building a foundation for a longer, healthier, and more vibrant life. The beauty of these habits lies in their simplicity. They do not require expensive equipment or hours of your time. They only require a few minutes of mindful attention each day. By shifting your perspective and realizing that every part of your body plays a role in your total health, you can take control of your aging process in a way that few people do. Start with one area today, perhaps by cleaning your tongue or thoroughly drying your feet, and gradually build these actions into your daily routine. Your body will reward your efforts with improved function and a renewed sense of well-being. As you move forward, keep an eye out for any unusual signs in these areas, such as persistent redness, itching, or discharge. These are your body's way of communicating that something needs extra attention. Catching small issues early is the hallmark of a proactive approach to health. By staying curious and attentive to your physical needs, you are ensuring that your foundation remains strong for decades to come. Thank you for taking the time to invest in your knowledge and your future health. Subscribe.